It's an art, yes. And it's something that we do almost every single day. And so many people don't even know that they're doing it. What is it? It's selling. It's by far one of the most important things that almost any business that want to generate revenue needs in their company. So why is it that so many people don't like to talk about it? Because a lot of people think it's one of the things that's beneath them. But why? We do it every single day, and we don't want to even admit that we're doing it and how important that it really is. Hey everybody, I'm Damian Adams, and I'm back. I want to share with you the secret to selling, the secret to the success of selling, where it doesn't matter if you've ever done it before in your life. You've been doing it without even knowing it. And I'm going to give you 4 principles as far as how you can sell almost anything to anyone, anywhere. Now, is it guaranteed that you're going to get the sale? No. But you'll at least understand and have a principle, have a foundation, a blueprint of selling. And that's one thing that I've never found before was a blueprint. How do you really sell? Everybody has their own different ways, their own different nuances as far as how to sell. But is there a blueprint? I couldn't find one, but now there is. So, as always, I want to start with a story. So when I got out of the military, and I didn't want to do anything structured. I didn't want to have a regular job. I wanted to do something totally new. So, I don't know how I ended up there, but I ended up selling cars. Yes, I know, don't judge me. But car salesmen aren't always the cheesy ones that's trying to rip you off. I was an honest guy. So I used everything that I learned from the military with the honor, the courage, and the commitment. So when I got there, I wanted to learn. So I tried to learn from the best. One thing in life, no matter where you go, if you want to learn anything, don't try to learn from the guy that's only selling 2 cars or that's just doing mediocre in what they're doing or the organization that you're in. So I want to learn from the best. I mean, this guy was good. I mean, there's certain times that I would watch him and I'll be right next to him when he's doing a deal. I'm telling you, sometimes I was just like, hey, can I sign? Because the deal sounds so good. But he knew his product. He was honest about certain things. He kept certain things back just because, he didn't want to give away everything. But the man was good at selling. So I wanted to learn from the best. So I took the good from him and I took the bad and I put that to the side and I decided to do it on my own. Now, it was a challenge because in the beginning, the sales managers, they were like, hey, listen, you can't just try this business and succeed. And I said, watch me. I'm Damian Adams. I will try this and I will succeed. So they used to come in the morning and give their motivation. They would say, sell the sizzle and not the steak. I'm like, is that your motivation? Then they would give an example. A great salesman is like a bowl of spaghetti. You throw that spaghetti on the wall and maybe one will stick. I said, wow, if that's your motivation, then God help us all. So I took up the challenge. Well, I challenged myself. I didn't let them know I was going to take on the challenge, but I challenged myself. So the first month, it was hard. But the first month, I was in the top 10. Right? Took me a while to sell my first car, but after I started to understand it, I was in the top 10. Second month, I was in the top 5. Oh, I was getting better. But I was always going for that number 1. The third month, I was in the top 3. Yes, I started to understand what I was doing. And the fourth month, I was number 1. Yes, me, number 1. That's right. But I started to realize that what I was doing paid more and had more of a relevance in life, in everything that we do. So I had to start to realize and put principles to it a little bit later on. But I got to tell you, after that 4th month when I became number 1, I put in my 2 weeks notice and I said, sorry, I was just trying it. So what are the 4 principles of selling? I'll tell you this before that. We sell in every single thing that we pretty much do in life. You see, if you are married, before you got married, you had to convince your spouse that I would be a good husband, a good provider, a good father. But what you don't understand, that's selling. Selling, yes, you're selling yourself. Perception is key first. When you're going out to meet a good looking lady, good looking guy, for the ladies that's out there, you put on good clothes. Perception is everything. You first sell by how you look. That's one of them. That's not one of my 4 principles, but it's a part of it. But understand, it's like if you have kids. You sell your kids on good behavior. You sell them on healthy eating. It's all a sale. You're convincing somebody to do something for the best of their well-being, and for your kids because you told them so. But you have to convince them. Convincing is key, but you're selling it so that they will believe you. You see, when I sold cars, I had to sell people on the safety of it, the reliability of it, the good looks of it. It's all the same. But if we can master it, imagine how far we can go in our lives. So, what are the 4 principles? I'll break it down like this. I realized that when I was thinking about it, God gave me an idea. It was there. Thank you, Lord. So God said, if you want to sell, I have 4 basic things, and we're going to use the same word to sell. So the first principle starts with a S, and the S is for sharing. So what do? If you have a product or a service, and that's the 2 ways that you earn any money in this world, by having a product and a service. The first thing that you got to do, you got to tell people about it. You got to share it. So the S stands for sharing. Tell people about it, send pictures, give them all of the information that people need. Some people just want information. They want you to tell them what it is, because if they don't know what it is and they don't know what you're doing, how can they buy it from you? The E stands for emotions. People are emotional buyers. You see, no matter what service, no matter what product, there's a certain emotion behind it. Whether you're selling cakes, where it's that emotion of pleasure, of, you know what, I want something to take me away from all of my problems. I want something delightful. Selling a cake, selling ice cream. Whether it's a car. When I sold cars, I sold the emotions as far as safety. It was good for the family. So there's always an emotion behind whatever product or service that you have. The L, the first L in sell, it stands for love. You got to love what you're doing. Because when you love what you're doing, you show emotion, you show all of that enthusiasm in what you're doing. That enthusiasm, sometimes people buy more about you because how excited you are, how passionate you are about what you're doing. Because when you love what you're doing, wow, people see that all over you. And that's what they buy, is the love of what you're doing sometimes before they even think about the product. And the other L is logic. Give them a reason why. Why is it that you're going to buy this product or service? What is it going to do for you? And that's when you always go into what is it best for them? Not for you, but for them. Giving them the logic behind it. The reason why, so that they can go home and say that, you know what? He didn't sell me. I bought it because I know what it's going to do for me, how it's going to help other people. And that is the reason why they do it. So to break it down, sell is the blueprint and the principles of selling. So no matter if you've ever sold before, you now have the blueprint. Sharing, emotions, love, and logic. If you never heard it before, you heard it from me. Again, guys, I'm Damian Adams, and I hope to see you again soon with another lesson that I learned from life. Share this video with somebody. If you're going out to become a car salesman, it's a great profession. I would never make fun of it. I'd do it again, but it's just one of those things that I realize if I've done it once, I could do it again, but it's not where I really want to go in life. But share this video with somebody who's probably in sales, but you can use it in your every single day life. Whether you're a teacher selling to your students, whether you're selling a product in a different place, selling yourself to your girlfriend. Hey, baby, I'm the man. No matter what it is, understand the value of selling. I'll see you guys soon. So subscribe. God bless.